Something project managers don't do. But it is something that they all too often think they do when in fact they don't, Shaw's problem, and this miscalculation, if not fixed, can lead to quite a bit of noise. So, as you read through what the articles you've collected are saying about listening, of the many points they cover, you choose 4 to jot down that when used will keep noise in any form from affecting your communications with your team as you move your project along. Point 1. You have to want to listen. If you don't want to, you won't. It's as simple as that. Listening takes effort and commitment, so don't multitask and only half listen. The minute you get a call or someone starts a conversation, drop everything and concentrate fully on what the person is calling or talking about. That is, if you want to. Example. You're in the middle of writing an important memo to Ticonderoga's senior management team to let it know that the production drilling schedule for the PEMI project will have to be pushed back a few weeks because the company contracted to do the work has gone out of business, and you get a phone call out of the blue from your brother in Vladivostok. You don't want to take time out to chat because of where you are, so you answer the call, tell him that now is not a good time to talk, set up a time that'll work, and get back to writing the memo. Just imagine how unfulfilling and unsatisfying your conversation with him would be if you were thinking about the memo at the same time you were listening to what your brother was calling to talk about. So, if you decide to listen, listen. Point 2. You have to listen all the way. Don't start listening to a conversation, and because you think you know where it's going to lead, or because you lose interest in it, you stop. Example. You're listening to a team member talk to you about a problem she's having retrieving some data she's apparently lost. You start listening to a dilemma, but because you've heard her talk about the problem before, instead of continuing to pay attention, you start thinking about other things that you have to do and wondering how long the conversation will last. Because you haven't been paying attention and therefore haven't been listening, you miss the last part of her conversation where she's asking you to give her more time to fix the problem. So, listen from beginning to end so you don't have to ask for things to be repeated because you didn't pay attention the first time around. Point 3. You have to block out things that get in the way of your listening. For example, eliminate distracting noises such as background chatter or the constant hum of the air conditioner. Set aside prejudices such as a dislike for the caller's pushy behavior or the way he or she talks to people, and disregard petty annoyances such as the caller's accent or how he or she butchers the English language. So stay focused on content and don't get sidetracked by things that really don't matter. Point 4. You have to show the person talking that you're interested in what he or she is saying by listening with everything you've got. That is, with not only your ears, but with your eyes, body, and voice as well. For example, look directly at the person talking and don't let your eyes wander. Raise your eyebrows, smile, cock or nod your head to show the person talking that you're indeed listening. Use a relaxed, reassuring voice to keep the conversation moving along smoothly, or to diffuse any tension or anxiety that the person talking has brought to the conversation. Or stand or sit the way the person talking does to establish commonality, or to put it in the vernacular, to establish a level playing field. These techniques and others like them will not only show the person talking that you're fully committed to listening to him or her, but also help make the person talking feel comfortable, safe, and able to say what he or she wants to say without worry. By the way, don't assume that the person talking knows that you're interested in what he or she is saying if you don't show it. This is another assumption that project managers are prone to making, and one that can be a potential source of noise. If you wish, pause and do the following exercise. Download the BPM TBC listening quiz and the BPM TBC elocution to-do sheet.